Dear all, welcome to Civil Services with ZAKI. Today we are going to discuss about how mid-latitude cyclones forms, and as you know it is related to the major geographical concept series, and as you know the specialties of this series is the best graphics, best animation like this for the understanding of the various concepts regarding the geography, ecology, environment and all that. So if you want to know more about, then you must subscribe our channel and tell your friends and colleagues. So let's we move forward and see today's topic and what are the main topics we discussed today, and basically how we address these questions. So these questions are: how mid-latitude cyclones form, what is cyclone. So first we know what is cyclone and what is surface and upper level condition for the mid-latitude cyclones, and another is how mountains are responsible for mid-latitude cyclones, and another is how offshore cold land is responsible for mid-latitude cyclone, and also how Rossby waves are responsible for mid-latitude cyclone. So today we discuss all these topics, so that's why you stay with us. So first we see how mid-latitude cyclones form. So as you know, our previous video basically related on the front. So weather fronts are generally do not exist in isolation. So these, whether it is cold front, warm front, are not exist in isolation, but typically from migrate and fade away a part of larger system, and these larger systems are called mid-latitude cyclone. So cold and warm front usually travel from the central core of the low pressure, and that's low pressure creates cyclone. So we move forward and see here what is cyclone. So first we know what is cyclone. So as you know, the common people, normally people uses the term cyclone to refer a tornado or other form of the wind storm, but cyclone is really any enclosed area of low pressure. So any enclosed area of low pressure are called cyclone. So mid-latitude cyclone migrate across the earth surface guided by the large scale atmospheric circulation like the polar front jet stream and the westerly. So these are the basic component which affect these mid-latitude cyclones. These are jet stream and westerly. So we move forward and see the next topic. So what surface and upper layer condition form mid-latitude cyclone? So what are the surface condition and upper layer circulation which are responsible for the basically these mid-latitude cyclones? So see here, cyclones originate in various places along the condition in the lower and upper atmosphere as favorable for cyclogenesis. So basically commonly, however, the develop of the downwind of the mountain range, so it can also develop in downwind of the mountain range or just offshore of the cold land, in addition to forming the near certain surface conditions. Cyclogenesis are also is favored by the flow in the upper atmosphere. So it is also guided by the upper atmosphere and especially bend of the polar front jet stream, and basically it is called Rossby waves. So like this type of the waves, it is called Rossby waves. So if you want to know more about what is polar front jet stream, what is Rossby waves, then you can watch my previous video, this video, atmospheric circulation. So you can see this video for more understanding about the what is the jet stream, what is the polar front jet stream, and what is the global circulation in etc. So next we move forward and see how these, like the mountain range or offshores or these Rossby waves and jet stream, are responsible for the mid-latitude cyclone. So we move forward and see leeward side of the mountain. Basically, this type of the cyclone form in the basically in the mid-latitude in the leeward side of the mountain range. So see here, this is called as you know, this is called windward side, this is called leeward side. So cyclone also form leeward side. So see here, as air move downslope, in this side, it's become stretched vertically as depth of the atmosphere increases. In doing so, it's acquire an increasing tendency for the counterclockwise spin. So as you know, there's some Coriolis effect also impacted that basically northern hemisphere, and northern hemisphere is spinning anti-clockwise. So anti-clockwise. So what is Coriolis effect? If you want to know more about what is Coriolis effect, then you also watch my previous video about the Coriolis effect. So like this video. So whenever cold and warm air masses are meet, and when basically it is more humid, and this area is cold and it is warm and cold, and warm and cold front meet, and basically these mid-latitude cyclones are the basically the process basically by the these type of the front meeting. So basically like as you know, occluded front and all that. If you want to know more about what is front, so so what are fronts, so we also have a video, this video, what are front. So you can also watch this video to understand what are fronts. So basically these fronts are played a great role in the forming of the mid-latitude cyclone. So as you know, we also see in this lecture also see animation, so how these front are play great role in the formation of this mid-latitude cyclone. So here cyclone generated. Another is offshore cold land. As you know, offshore cold land, as see here, this area is cold and this area is warm and create low pressure, and after that it's create a center of low pressure, and finally a cyclone generates. So if you see here, cyclones also form of the water offshore of the cold land. This can occur during colder times of the year. So basically it is basically happen in mid-latitude and basically in winter season. So as you know, most of the mid-latitude cyclones are formed during the winter season. So when the coastal land has cooled more rapidly than the adjacent water, rising air over the oceans form an area of low pressure, this type of the low pressure area. So this plus wind blowing towards the pole, also this wind like westerly blow towards the pole cause cold warm interface along the coast, initiate potentially violent storm, and finally it's generate a mid-latitude cyclone. So another condition, second condition, is offshore of the cold land. So cold land also generate this type of the mid-latitude cyclone. And another third is the most common is polar front jet stream and Rossby waves. So polar front jet stream and Rossby waves played a great role for the formation of the mid-latitude cyclone. So see here it is. So as you know here, jet stream, so it is basically Rossby waves and it is jet stream. As you know, Rossby waves, the wind flow in Rossby waves like the wave-like structure. So a jet stream can develop a bend much like a meander in the river, So that's why. So its top is in the southward. As you know, in the northern hemisphere we know north here and south here. So if you see top is north side, and ridge top is southern side, and ridge is northern side. So trough in the polar front jet stream is bent towards south, and the ridge is bent towards north. So if you see here, ridge towards north. So as ridge bent towards north and go to the upper level, so it's create a low pressure zone near the surface. So see here. So the air is spread laterally in the decrease in the pressure, set a upward flow in the air from the lower in the atmosphere to the part of the jet stream and diverging. And it's diverge, and as a result, an area of low pressure, this area, low pressure, form and surface begin rotating from a cyclone. So this type of the cyclone created here. And when basically this type of the cyclone are formed when the Rossby waves are most curved. So if Rossby waves are most curved, then it is favorable for the formation of the mid-latitude cyclone. So basically these three conditions are mainly responsible for the formation of the mid-latitude cyclone. So as you know, mid-latitude cyclones form on the land, on the sea. Unlike the tropical cyclone form only on the sea. So if you want to know more about and also this mid-latitude cyclones also create another like this trough, and it is near this high pressure zone. So high pressure zones is also called anticyclone. So as you know, anticyclones is also played an important role in this mid-latitude cyclone. So what is anticyclone, or if you want to know more about the anticyclone, then you see my upcoming video. This is on anticyclone. So that's basically three conditions responsible for the cyclone, basically mid-latitude cyclone. So today we also provide you an animation. So see this animation. So basically this animation is related to how formation of the mid-latitude cyclone. So basically mid-latitude cyclones generate like the occluded front. So as you know, occluded front, and you see my previous video on the fronts. So occluded front like the colder air, cooler air, and warm air. So warm air trapped into cold air. So see here how mid-latitude. So it is the create a low pressure zone. See here, here high pressure, here low pressure. So it is the center of the low pressure zone. So see here, this type of the basically in the northern hemisphere it's rotate in anti-clockwise, as you know. So see here. So this is basically, see here, this is warm front, this is cold front, and this is also cold front, but this is more cold and this is less cold or cooler. So see here, this is warm front, warm air rises over cold air. So see here, this type of, this is warm air, and another is, if you see here, is cold air. So this is warm air, and this is a cold, and this is cooler, some cooler air. So see here, this is cold air, and cold air generate here. So cold air go to the downward and go to the anti-clockwise direction, and another is some cooler air. So cooler air here, see, this is cooler air. So this is cooler air, cold air, or warm air. So these type of front create a cyclone like this. So see here. So see here, these three, and that's the cyclone generated, and basically it is the basically basic formations of the mid-latitude cyclone. So that's all about the mid-latitude cyclone. So if you want to know more about the cyclone and other things in anticyclone, then you subscribe my channel. We provide you the more and more video on climatology, geomorphology, and oceanography, and all geography and environment related concepts. If you also if you want to also know more about the concept, then you write another concept, then you write in the comment box. We will provide video on that topic on your choice. That's why you join our channel. So thanks for watching this video. Thanks a lot.